there are no more points of interest. No geological oddities, no historical discoveries. You will not see any dinners getting cooked or whiskey getting sipped around the campfire. Just one last epic drive across some of the most spectacular Oregon backcountry I have ever experienced. So grab a drink, sit back, and enjoy the last leg of our expedition across some of Oregon's most remote deserts, prairies, and mountains as we make a final push all the way to the Alvord. We woke up to snow this morning after camping last night at Shirk Ranch. We've got a lot of miles to cover and we'll be gaining quite a bit of elevation navigating some rocky primitive roads over the mountain ranges that lie between here and the Alvord. We'll see if this snow is going to complicate matters. We are back on some rough, rocky desert roads. It's a little harder to see exactly where the obstacles are because of the snow. I've hit a few rocks that were hidden and I just couldn't judge quite how big they were. But we are just creeping. It doesn't even register on the speedometer. Probably walk faster than what we're doing there.
Are we overlanding yet?
This is just on our way to car camping along a dirt road. So this rocky climb just ahead is right where Jason popped a tire on his trailer last time he made this trip. It looks like nothing the Subaru can't handle. Maybe a few big rocks I'm gonna have to be careful of, but we'll just ease our way up and hopefully the snow won't make things any more difficult than it needs to.
And there are a lot of sharp, spiky rocks on this road, and who knows what's hiding underneath the snow. In the video, you're just gonna see a handful of seconds of this drive across this vast, open, treeless, not even any sagebrush. Miles and miles. This has taken a chunk of the morning, but I am loving every minute of it. I know I keep saying this, but...
I think we got horses up ahead.
Oh. The handful of wild horses on the horizon are a bit out of reach of my lens, but nearer to us, we've also spotted a nice herd of pronghorn.
Presumably, we can see for miles and miles and miles here, but we're up at about 6,500 feet. We're up in the cloud, and instead we can see for, you know, yards and yards.
We've stopped for a break here before crossing the valley into the next range of mountains. It's windy and the temperature has dropped to about 18 degrees. I had engaged my parking brake, but have discovered that it has frozen up and won't release.
And Jason, fortunately, carries a heat gun, and we're actually running it right off my Jackery 500, and it's actually drawing closer to 600, but it's getting the job done.
Donald put his e-brake on, and with the wind chill, it froze up his e-brake, and so he's getting a massive squeal. So what we're doing here is I happen to have my electrical tools with me where I keep a heat gun, and I'm basically heating up his emergency brake cable and everything and getting everything thawed back out so we can get back on the road. We're using his Jackery 500, which is actually doing a great job considering the fact that it's a 500, but we're running closer to like 600 or 700 watts right now. So, and the Jackery's been holding up, and we've been running for probably a good, 10 minutes, you think, Donald?
Yeah, seems like it. I imagine this valley must be pretty gorgeous when everything is in sort of full color, blue sky, and the grass is golden and the sagebrush sort of with its pale green. But it's definitely interesting under the snow as well. every single hour of every single day just keeps getting better and better and better. I can't believe this trip. I can't believe it. We have stopped because Jason is out of gas. Fortunately, he's carrying some extra gasoline. I'm getting low, but I'm thinking maybe I'll manage to get through. We'll see what happens. We still have a ways to go yet. All right, Jason has finished refueling. He's just informed me that we actually have to get over that next range of mountains. So, I don't know.
We've got one last climb. On the other side of this range, we'll make our final descent down towards the Alvord. We'll be cresting this pass at 6,300 feet, but looks like not much snow has made it this far east across the desert, so the driving conditions are looking quite good. Well, we are down out of those mountains, and we're just doing a little stint on pavement to get into fields where we can fuel up and maybe grab a burger.
How is it, Donald? Worth the drive?
What is it about finding your way across the backcountry? Perhaps the actual destination matters less than the journey. Isolated in remote wilderness, disconnected from modern life, your mind is free to appreciate incredible vistas that almost no one sees and contemplate the hardy souls who long ago traversed these lands by far more primitive means. Travel of any sort is a worthy and enjoyable pursuit, but there is something particularly satisfying about doing so via dirt roads across desolate expanses where there is no one and nothing for miles in every direction. One final morning in camp, one final hot breakfast to take off the chill, and a final desert sunrise bringing its ethereal light. One final shot of the stunning scenery surrounding us, and a final departure from camp. As an amazing week of discovery, collaboration, and camaraderie comes to a close, a final goodbye as we head off in separate directions. It is time to air up and head home. Many thanks to Jason of Primal Outdoors for his work developing this route, inviting me along on this expedition, and for contributing much of the drone footage seen across the entire series, as well as some other beautiful camera work. On Jason's channel you will find videos he shot last year while researching this route, along with many other amazing Oregon adventures. Special thanks also to Jackery. Support from Jackery helps to keep this channel operating and producing content for you to enjoy. Finally, my heartfelt thanks to my Patreon supporters, whose generous contributions and moral support make trips like this possible. I couldn't do it without you, patrons. Thank you.